class. So let us have um nasa na yun? Wait lang natin. Yan. Wait lang ready ko lang yung PowerPoint. Pinasa Messenger, join lang Huwag paalis-alis. Let me share my PowerPoint presentation. So let us have module 345. So we have here situation. Find all the permutations of the letters A, B, C, D, E, F, if the consonants must remain together. So kailangan daw magkasama yung consonant. Ano ba dyan yung mga consonant natin? Alin dito yung consonant natin?
BCDF po.
BCDF. So that is the consonant. Ang sabi, they must be together. Wait lang Nalimutan ko siyang galawin kanina. So what will be my solution? Ano dapat magiging solution ko? Ano dapat yung gawin natin kapag sinabing they will remain together? Alam niyo ba kung ano yung dapat gawin kapag sinabing the objects or the elements must remain together? Pwedeng tumagot. Pwedeng mag-turn on ng ng mic. Para makasagot po. Sabi nyo, the consonants here is B, C, D, F. And ang condition na binigay, the consonant must remain together. So kapag sinabing must remain together, you have to consider them as one. Bakit mo sila i-consider as one? Kasi kahit anong arrangement ang gawin mo, magkakasama sila. all we have to do is to consider them as one. So let us say that letters B, C, D, F, wait lang, that's one. Then we have the remaining letters, which is A and E. How many letters do we have to arrange? We have here one, two, three. So all in all, there are three letters to arrange. Yung isa nga lang doon, group ng consonants. Okay? Medyo ko lang ako. Wait lang, wait lang. So if we consider them as one, tatlo na lang yung magiging natin, letters to arrange. Now, after looking at this, di ba ang ginagawa natin whenever we arrange um, letters in linear arrangement? What we do is we simply count the number of the elements, and then after that, yun na yung ginagawa natin solution. So ilan na lang yung elements natin? We only have 3. So that's permutation of 3 taken 3 at a time, or simply 3 factorial. Okay? And then after that, remember that this B, C, D, F can also change their arrangement. Pwedeng mauna si C, pwedeng sumunod si D, sumunod si B, sumunod si F. Or any other arrangement nila. The thing is, pwede silang magbago ng arrangement. So looking at this, apat sila, pwede sila magbago ng arrangement. We can say that they have their own arrangement, and that is 4 factorial. Ulitin ko, si 3 factorial is from the whole, itong buo, pwede silang magbago ng arrangement. Pwedeng nandito si A, pwedeng nandito yung grupo ni B, at nandito si E, and so on. Iba-ibang pagbabago. While here, yung 4 factorial is their own arrangement. Meaning, since we consider them as one, they are grouped as one, and there are 4 letters here, they can also change in position. So that's 4 factorial. Or permutation of 4 taken 4 at a time. Then to solve it, all we have to do is to multiply. If you multiply that, you'll get 3 factorial times 4 factorial. Where 3 factorial is 6 and 4 factorial is 24, right? And 6 times 24 is what is 6 times 24?
144 po.
124.
1?
44.
44. So there are 144 ways for you to arrange these letters, considering that the consonants must remain together. Paano kung di sinabing the consonants must remain together? Kumbaga, walang binanggit na restrictions. Ang tinanong lang, find all the permutations of letters A, B, C, D, E, F. O, kunwari, hanggang doon lang ha. Dito tayo. Kapag hanggang dito lang yung statement, hanggang F lang, since you have A, B, C, D, E, F, mas madali. Kasi walang condition na binigay, walang restriction. Therefore, all you have to do is to count the letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 letters. So our solution will be 6 factorial. Where 6 is permutation of 6 taken 6 at a time. Meaning you have to arrange them all. That's 6 factorial. And 6 factorial is 700,
720 po.
right? So there are 720 ways if you're going to arrange these 6 letters without any conditions. Pero dahil may condition tayo dito that the consonants must remain together, we count them as one. And then we have this solution. Okay, malinaw? Nangunguha ako, ha? Pasensyahan nyo na. Let us have number 2. Please read for me. Turn on yung mic. Garido.
How many arrangements of 5 couples be seated in a row in a movie theater if all couples must sit together?
Ayan. So dito, in a row pa rin. Hindi siya in a circular table. Ibig sabihin, linear arrangement pa rin siya tulad kanina. When I say linear arrangement, ibig sabihin lang nun, they are arranged in a line. O kaya naman in a row. Katulad nung kaninang ginawa nating problem. So since we have here 5 couples, the condition here is that all couples must sit together. Siyempre may couple ba na makikitabi sa iba? Or gusto na hindi niya kasama yung couple niya in a movie theater? So wala naman siguro, no? So since there are 5 couples and all of them wants to sit together, we will consider each of the couples as one. Since we have 5 couples, yun yung number of couples na meron tayo. So each couple has 2 person, and all in all, we have 10 person here. But we will consider those 10 person as couple, kaya 5 lang ang count natin sa kanila. Since we have 5 couples and they want to sit together, let us have their arrangement as a whole. Their arrangement as a whole is 5 factorial. Bakit 5 factorial? Kasi this is, let us say that our couple is couple A, couple B, couple C, D, and E. So these are our couples. So since there are 5 couples, each of the couple has 2 persons. Mga couple will have 5 factorial because we have 5 couples. It's permutation of 5, you can find at a time. But how about their own? How about their own arrangement? Kasi pwede sila magpalit. Okay? Pwede sila magpalit ng pwesto. Oh, ayoko dito, ang lamig. Gusto ko dyan. Ay, sorry. Nalipat. Aside from 5 permutation, or sabihin na natin permutation of 5, they can find at a time, or 5 factorial, we also have their own arrangement, which is 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial, 2 factorial. So ilang 2 factorial meron tayo? 5 din. Kasi 5 yung couples natin. And each of them will change seats eventually. So we also multiply this, or this is permutation of 2 taken 2, 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 permutation of 2 taken 2. So multiply that, then we'll get the answer. So what is 5 factorial? 5 factorial is 120 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. So what will be our answer here?
Three thousand 840 po.
3,840 ways. So we can arrange them in 840 ways. Okay? May tanong ba dito? Yung mga nasa messenger natin, naubos oh. Dalawa na lang natira. How about in number 3? For adults, pakibasa po muna King.
Four adults and three kids are to sit in a row with 7 seats. In how many ways can they occupy the seats? If A, they may sit anywhere. B, the adults and kids must sit alternately. C, the kids must sit together, but the adults may sit anywhere.
Okay. So, binigyan na tayo dito ng ano, no, ng restriction or condition. So, let us start with letter A. Remember that there are 4 adults and 3 kids. And kahit saan sila mo po, okay lang. So, kung ganun yung condition na binigay, all you have to do is to count the number of adults and the number of kids. Ilan yung adults natin? 4 po. Ilan yung kids natin? 3. So all in all, there are 7 persons to sit. And they can sit anywhere. Kung ganun yung condition na binigay, all you have to do is to compute for the number of arrangements we can do for the 7 persons. And that's 7 factorial or permutation of 7 taken 7 at a time. And 7 factorial is equal to
5,040 po.
5,040. So, kung gagamit kayo dito ng box method, ang simple lang nito, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There are 7 seats. And you have to arrange them. So, for the first position, there are 7 choices. 7 yung pwedeng umupo dyan. Pag nakaupo na yung isa, 6 na lang, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Or also known as 7 factorial. Okay? So, pinapakita ko lang sa inyo, pwedeng box method, pwedeng factorial na lang. Simple. Mas simple yung factorial. So, there are 5,040 ways arranging the 7 people in a 7 seat. How about with the adults and the kids must sit alternately? So let us start first with adults. There are 7 seats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So start tayo sa adult muna. Alternate, di ba? Kaya ganyan ginagawa ko. Then we have the kids. A for adult, K for kids. Right? Ganyan yung pwedeng maging arrangement. So kung 4 adults to, sa unang pwesto may 4 akong choices. Sa pangalawa, 3. Sa dito, may 2 akong choice. At dito sa pwesto na to, 1 na lang. Dito naman, 3 yung kids, right? Dito, 3 yung choices ko. Kung sino ipupwesto ko dyan, mababawas. So 2 na lang. Hanggang sa 1 na lang. Or, as you can see sa adults, we have 4 times 3 times 2 times 1 or simply 4 factorial. At sa kids, meron tayong 3 times 2 times 1 or 3 factorial. And this is permutation of 4 taken 4 at a time. This is permutation of 3 taken 3 at a time. So all we have to do is to multiply them. If we multiply them, we'll have 24 times 6. So what is 24 times 6?
144 po.
144. So there are 144 ways for you to arrange them. Wait lang, ano na ako? Minutes. How about if the kids must sit together, but adults may sit anywhere? Ibig sabihin dito, the kids must sit together, sama-sama sila. Pag may nakita kayong ganyan, sit together, side by side. Ang ibig sabihin ng magkasama. Okay? So yung pre-kids natin, we will consider them as 1. If you consider them as 1, you have 4 adults. 4 adults. Plus, ilan yung kid as 1 sila. So, 1 na lang sila. We have 5 persons to arrange. One of these are the 3 kids na magkakasama. Then, after that, meron tayong arrangement as a whole. That's 5 persons. Ito, 5 persons. So that's 5 factorial. For a permutation of 5 taken 5 at a time. Times, so natin siya multiply. Of course, not just to the whole, but also to their own arrangement. Ilan ba sila? Yung row po natin is 1. Tatlo. So we have permutation of 3 taken 3 at a time or 3 factorial. Five factorial is 120 times 3 factorial, which is 6. What will be the answer?
720.
720.
720. Correct. So there are 720 ways for you to arrange them if the kids are together and the adults must sit anywhere. Can you please read? Sino pwede magbasa? Pa-turn on na lang ng mic. Sino pwede magbasa?
In how many ways can a group of 7 people, in which 5 boys and 2 girls, sit in a row with 7 chairs if 2 girls refuse to sit next to each other?
Salamat, Rosimo. So how many elements or objects we have here? We have 7 people composed of 5 boys and 2 girls. Now, we are going to arrange them in a row, ibig sabihin linear arrangement, with 7 chairs. Then, napapansin nyo dito, meron tayong condition na binigay, which is 2 girls refuse to sit next to each other. If that is the case, gagawa tayo ng arrangement kung saan hindi sila magkatabi, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So for example, si girl 1, Pagitan niya boy, tapos girl 2, tapos boys ulit. Right? Parang ganyan. Pero, remember that this is just one of the arrangements that we have. Kapag ginawa natin to, sinubukan ko itong gawin na gamitan ng ganitong assigning of position for girl 1 and girl 2, nakaabot ako ng 15. Okay, 15 na ganitong arrangement. At si girl 1 lagi ang nandito sa kabila. Si girl 2 lagi yung nag-move. So another 15 ulit kapag si girl 2 naman yung nandito sa pwesto ni girl 1. So all in all, we have 30. Ganun yung nabilang ko. Pero remember na aside from those, pwedeng magkapalit-palit yung boys. So ano yung solution natin dito? The solution natin dito would be, bilangin natin yung boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there are 5 boys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is for boys. Ilan yung solution mo? That's 5 factorial. Okay? That's 5 factorial for boys. Or permutation of 5, taken 5 at a time. How about for girls? Hiwalay na sila ng computation. Bakit hiwalay sila ng computation? Kasi yung dito, ang rule, ang sinabi sa ating condition, girls refuse to sit next to each other. Si girls, saan siya pwede pumesto? At ilan yung pwesto na pwede niya mapuntahan. Remember, kung refuse to sit next to each other, dapat nasa pagitan sila or may nakapagitan sa kanila na lalaki. So, ba dito yung pwesto na pwedeng pagpwesto ng mga babae? Ito yun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, 6 yung pwesto na pwedeng papuntahan ng mga babae. 2 babae lang, 6. As long as nakapagitan sila dito sa 2 lalaki. Or nakapagitan sa kanila yung lalaki. So, pansinin nyo yan, meron tayong 6 na pwesto, pero 2 lang yung babae. 2 lang yung pupwesto dyan. So we have 6, permutation of 6, taken 2 at a time. So what is 6? Or permutation of 6 taken 2 at a time? What is permutation of 6 taken 2 at a time?
$720 po.
Po?
720 po.
Ang 6 factorial, 720. Pero yung permutation of 6 taken 2 at a time, remember that we have permutation of n taken r. That's n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. So, ibig sabihin, ang n mo ay ay 6, ang r mo ay 2. That's 6 factorial divided by 6 minus 2 factorial. So, this will be 6 factorial divided by 4 factorial or 6
30 po.
times 5 times 4 factorial or tama yung sabi ng classmate nyo, 30. Kasi 5 times 6 is 30. So ito yung kaninang na-compute ko, yung ginawa ko kanina na 30. Yan yun. Kaya lang, hindi lang 30 yung i-consider natin, but we will also consider yung arrangement ng boys. Kaya nga, aside from the boys, we also have to multiply the arrangement of girls dun sa arrangement ng boys. Okay? So that's permutation of 5 taken 5 at a time times permutation of 6 taken 2 at a time or 5 factorial times 30. 5 factorial is 120 times 30 is equal to 120 times 30. Ilan? 3600. Tama ba? 120 times 30 is 3,600.
Opo.
Opo.
Ibig sabihin, there are 3,600 ways for you to arrange the boys and the girls given the situation or the condition that the two girls refuse to sit next to each other. Bakit ganon? Kasi um, there are 6 na pwesto na pwedeng pagpilian nitong dalawang babae na dapat nakapagitan sila dun sa isang lalaki. Okay? So kapag nakakita kayo ng ganitong klase ng problem, ganito po yung gagawin ninyo. Refuse to sit next to each other. Itong ginawa kong to, kaya ko siya ginawa kasi gusto ko i-check yung sinasabi nitong solution. Ito. Chinek ko siya, kaya nag-isa-isa ako. Okay? Pero syempre, yung mahabang proseso sa math, laging mayroong shorter way. At ito yon yung nasa baba, yung solution. May question dito? Wala sumasagot. Let's have number 5. We have 2 different math texts or textbooks. 4 different chemistry, 3 physics, and they are arranged in a shelf. How many arrangements are there regardless of subject? So walang pakialam kung anong subject yan. Ang gusto lang i-arrange silang lahat in a shelf. So all you have to do is to count the number of elements. Ilan yung books natin? We have 2 math books, 4 chem, and 3 physics. All in all, we have 9 books. Right? So because regardless of the subject, that's 9 factorial. Permutation of 9 taken 9 at a time or 9 factorial, which is equal to which is equal to, what is 9 factorial?
362,880 po.
300, 880 lang naalala ko. 300,
2,000 po.
ha? Hindi ko narinig yung dalawa.
360,000.
62?
Apo.
Apo. Pagdating kasi dito sa 62, medyo humihina yung boses mo. So, 362,880 days. Yung pag in-arrange natin sila, may more than 300 plus na paraan to do it. Yun ang ibig sabihin na. How about if the physics texts are grouped together? Kung magkakasama yung mga physics. So kung group together sila, may word na together, we will consider them as one. So kung yung physics are grouped as one, ilan yung math na libro? 2. Ilan yung chem? 4. So all in all, we have 7 books na. There are 7 books, arrange natin yan. So dahil meron ditong group together, meron tayo ditong whole at saka own. Full arrangement ng 7, so that's 7 factorial, And own arrangement ng physics. Ilan sila? 3. So that's 3 factorial. Or permutation of 7, taking 7 at a time. This is the permutation notation. Kailangan din yan. Permutation of 3, taking 3 at a time. Right. So sa whole, we have permutation of 7, taken 7 at a time. Tapos sa own, we have permutation of 3, taken 3 at a time. Or that is equal to 7 factorial and 3 factorial. Then the operation between them, of course, that's multiplication. So 7 factorial times 3 factorial. What is 7 factorial? Ano ngayon? Tuesday, di ba? What is 7 factorial? Kaya ba nagsasagot ako dito?
5,040.
3,000. 7 factorial. No? Yung 3 factorial, 6. So ano niya? Habang nagsasagot ako ng ano namin, child monitoring tool. Kailangan ko kasi ito eh. So what will be the answer?
30,240.
Okay, 30,000 lang narinig ko. 30,000?
240.
Okay. So naintindihan nyo ba yung mga discuss ko kanina?
Opo.
Okay. Wait lang ah. Sasagot lang ako ng ano. Ayan, patapos na ako. Okay, daan. Balik lang ako sa messenger. Ayun na pala. Okay. Let us proceed to letter C. Ganun pa rin yung given. Wait lang, biglang nag-pop yan. So, ang gagawin naman natin dito, we'll have all the subjects grouped together. So, kung group together sila as one, kada klase ng libro, no? So, yung dalawang math, as one natin. Yung 4 na chem, as one din. At yung 3 physics, as one din. So, all in all, 1, 2, 3, we have 3. Okay? 3 elements. Ibig sabihin, as a whole, dito tayo, wait lang. So all in all, we have 3 elements. So meron tayo dito solution na as a whole and their own arrangement. So as a whole, there are 3 books. So that is 3 factorial, permutation of 3 taken 3 at a time. How about their own? Dito muna tayo sa math. Dalawa sila, so that's 2 factorial. Sa chem, 4, so that's 4 factorial. And sa physics, 3, so that's 3 factorial. That is their own arrangement. Ay, ano ba yan? All, oh. So, permutation of 2 taken 2, permutation of 4 taken 4, permutation of 3 taken 3. So, para mas malinaw, we have permutation of 3 taken 3 times permutation of 2 taken 2 times permutation of 4 taken 4 times permutation of 3 taken 3. And our answer here would be, multiply natin yan. The 6 times 2 times 24 times 6. What will be my answer here?
1,728.
1,720. Okay? Ways. So, pag nagsagot kayo ng worksheet, tatandaan, worksheets and quizzes. Pag nagsagot kayo, huwag niyo na po lagyan ito. Huwag nalalagyan ito, huwag nalalagyan ito. Ang sagot lang, 1,728. Kung magsasagot kayo ha, or I mean, ang question ay tungkol dito. Okay? Huwag kayo maglalagay ng ganito, ng comma, tsaka ng word na ways, tsaka ng space. As is lang siya. Okay? Parang pag nagsusulat kayo ng ng 24 lang. Kasi 1,000 na yung sagot. Saan kaya nagkakamali? Kasi nilalagyan ng comma. O kaya naman nilalagyan ng extra space. Kunwari, 24 lang yung sagot, nilalagyan pa ng space. So, may namali ni Google. Google. Okay, malinaw na? May question ba dito? May question ba sa ganitong klase ng problem? If none, we will continue para mabilis tayo matapos. Kasi hindi na rin okay yung pakiramdam ko. Let us have letter D. We'll have the chemistry books together at the end of the others. So kung at the end of the others, we have the chemistry book, what will be our solution here? Sakit ng ilong ko. Uy, walang sumasagot sa akin. Paano kapag at the end of the other? Ano pang answer dito? Sabi niyo naintindihan niyo na. So, dalawa lang naman yun eh. Pwedeng nandito siya sa kanan, yung chem book. Nandito yung the rest of the other books. O kaya naman, nandito siya sa kaliwa. Okay? Ang sabi lang naman, chemistry books together. So kung chemistry books together, we will consider them as one. So ilan ba yung chem book? 4. So as one sila. Bilangin natin ilan ulit yung books na meron tayo. Yung books na meron tayo, 2 math, 1 chem kasi group as one na sila, tsaka 3 physics. All in all, we have 6. Already, we have 6 factorial. or permutation of 6 taken 6 at a time. Times, of course, they have their own arrangement, and that's 4 factorial. So what is 6 factorial times 4 factorial?
17,228. 280 po.
17,280 ways. Okay. Ang sabi lang naman dyan, books are together. Dinagdagan lang ng at the end of the others, no? Pero kung tutuusin, hindi siya para malito kayo. Nakita pa ba ng nasa messenger? Okay, next. We'll have physics, then chemistry, then math, text, in that order. So, dapat sunod-sunod siya, no? Ilan ba lahat ng books natin? 2 plus 4 is 6 plus 3, 9. Sa box method tayo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, gawin natin yung arrangement, no? Physics, let's use P as the representation. Chemistry, let's use C. And math, let's use M. So, tandaan nyo ha, ang math book natin ay 2, ang chem natin ay 4, at ang physics natin ay 3. So, we have here physics, chemistry, math. So, Lord, physics, chemistry, math. Then we have physics, and also the physics. Ano sunod kay physics? Yan pa kayo?
Chemistry.
Chemistry po. Ano sunod kay chemistry?
Physics ulit.
Bakit physics?
Ay, hindi. Chemistry po ulit.
Bakit chemistry?
Kasi chemistry na lang po yung natitira.
Apo, kasi chemistry na lang yung natitirang libro. Bakit ganun po? Remember that the physics books are 3. 1, 2, 3. Tatlo lang yon. Yung math book, 2 lang. 1, 2. At ilan yung chem? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. As you can see dito, in-arrange na natin sila in a way na sinusunod natin yung condition that the arrangement will be physics, then chemistry, and then math. Kaya lang, kinapos tayo ng math dahil 2 lang yung math book natin. So all we have to do is to replace that with the remaining book, which is chemistry. That's why chemistry yung nasa last. Okay, so kung titignan natin yung number of choices we have. Sa una, yung physics, ilan yung physics? 3. So 3 yung choices ko dito. Dito 2, dito 1 na lang. Yung chemistry, 4 yung choices ko dito. Dito 3, dito 2, dito 1 na lang. Sa math book ko, 2 choices, 2 choices ko dito. 2. And dito 1 na lang. So all in all, if we look at the given, yung physics natin is 3 factorial. Yung chem natin is 4 factorial. At yung math book natin is 2 factorial. Or, we can also write this in permutation notation as permutation of 3 taken 3, permutation of 4 taken 4, permutation of 2 taken 2. And of course, ulitin ko, we have to multiply. So what will be their product?
288 po.
288. So there are 288 ways for you to arrange these books given the condition. Okay? Next. Ito. In how many ways Can 5 men and 3 women be arranged in a row if no 2 women is standing next to each other? No 2 women is standing next to each other. So parang katulad lang din siya nung ano, di ba? Nung refuse to sit. Parang ganun din no? Refuse to sit. No 2 women is standing next to each other. So ano magiging arrangement natin dyan? Start natin sa men ha. Ilan yung men natin? 5? 2, 3, 4, 5. At ilan yung babae? 3, no? So ilan kaya yung pwesto na pwedeng mapuntahan ng babae? Na dapat walang dalawang babae ang magkatabi. Okay? Titingnan natin sa boys. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 factorial. That's permutation of 5 taken 5. Times, yung sa girls naman, ilan yung pwesto na pwede nilang pagpilian? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 ulit. At ilan lang yung babae natin? Ilan po? Diyan pa kayo?
3, ma'am.
3. So what is permutation of 6 taken 3 at a time? Permutation of 6 taken 3 at a time? Ano pong answer? Ano yung permutation of
120 po.
120? So this is 120 times 120. That is equal to
14,400 po.
14,400. So there are 14,400 ways for you to arrange 5 men and 3 women in a row given that no 2 women is standing next to it. Let's look at the answers clearly. Sa number 1, regardless of the subject, ito yung ginawa natin, permutation of 9 taken 9 at a time or 9 factorial. Dito naman sa pangalawa, yung physics, magkakasama. So, binilang natin yung physics books, 3 sila. And if we group them as 1, 1 plus 2 is 3 plus 4, 7. So, we have 7 factorial. Next. Pag all subjects, once we group together, so yung math, 1, chemistry, 1 na lang din yan, physics, 1, so that's 3. Then, of course, they have their arrangement, times 2 factorial, times 4 factorial, times 3 factorial. Okay? Next, we have the chemistry books are together, so that's 4 factorial. Dahil together sila, we can consider them as 1. So that's 1 plus 2, 3 plus 3, 6. So that's 4 factorial times 6 factorial. Next, we'll have physics, then chemistry, and then math text in that order. So in-arrange natin yun kanina and we found out that for us to answer that, what we have to do is to get the permutation of 3 factorial, permutation of 3 taken 3, 4 taken 4, and 2 taken 2. Or 3 factorial times 4 factorial times 2 factorial. And then after that, we'll have ito. So kung titingnan nyo, that's 14,400 because we get the permutation of the boys, which is permutation of 5, take it 5. At yung sa girls, there are 6 positions. These are the number of positions or places they can place themselves. At tatlo yung babae na meron tayo. Okay? Now, I want you to answer this. I want you to answer this. I'll give you time. Siguro mga 5 minutes, pwede na, no? Tapos na? Nagsasagot pa kayo?
Opo.
Okay. Ano dito may charge? So, pabilang po muna ng bilang ng babae at lalaki, pasend sa GC. Tatlo na lang natira sa messenger. Rola, pabilang ng babae tsaka ng lalaki.
Sige po, ma'am.
Pasend sa GC natin. Re-report ko lang. Dan, answering. Kawawa naman yung mga biglang humihina yung net. Mababa ng attendance natin, no? Hindi ako sanay. So we have 17 girls, 9 boys. Nasaan na yun? Wait lang messenger Magta-type ako. Malvar. Malvar. Anong date ngayon? 4-6. Ano ba ako? 4-6. 2021. Ang boys ay 9. Ang girls ay 17. 26. Ba't ang baba ng attendance nyo ngayon? Kung kailan dapat present kayo? Paano kaya sila nakakaabot ng 51? Sana all nakakaabot ng 51, no? Okay na, let's answer. Ano sagot sa letter A? Ano pa kayo? Po.
3,628,800.
3,600,800.
28,800.
Bakit naging ganito yung answer natin?
Ma'am, kasi po wala naman pong, pag in-arrange po sila kahit anong place nila. Ganun, ma'am.
Ha?
Parang
Ilan ba yung tao na meron tayo dito?
10 po.
10. So, kung 10 yung tao natin dito, meaning, all you have to do is to get the factorial of 10. Or simply, that's 10 factorial. Or, permutation of 10, taken 10 at a time. That's 10 factorial, which is equal to 3,608,800. Kasi di ba, they are going to be arranged in a line. Tama ba? Tama ba? That's 3 million?
Opo, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes po. How about for letter B? They
14,400, ma'am.
line for a picture taking, but the men and women must sit alternately.
Ma'am,
Oh,
ano po? 14,400?
bakit 14,400?
Ma'am, kasi po una, in-arrange ko muna po sila, in-alternate ko muna, tapos, po, ano yan? 5, ano yan? Yung 5 factorial times 5 factorial po.
Okay. So that's permutation of 5 taken 5 at a time. So ito yung sa men. Yung sa women naman ay also permutation of 5 taken 5. Meaning that's 5 factorial times 5 factorial. Bakit naman ang 5 ko dito? Or equals 14,400 please. Tama yung ginawa niyo. Okay? May question ba dito? May question po?
Wala po.
Wala po. How about in letter C? I'll give you time again para sagutan yung letter C at letter D. You try to answer letter C and letter D. And if you have questions, sabihin niyo sa po.
Po yung questions sa messenger po.
Nakikita ko naman, ito. Dito nakikita ko. I mean, tinitingnan ko siya sa cellphone. Tapos nakikita ko yung questions. Bakit hindi nakikita sa inyo? Medyo blurred. Baka sa connection. Sige, sige. Ayusin na lang. Anong number ito? Pero ako cellphone mo. Ano ko yung ano? Yes, sir. Done na? Pwede na tayo mag-start?
Yes po.
Ano yung sa letter C?
Ma'am, 28,800.
28,800. Bakit 28,800?
Ma'am, kasi po 'di ba po yung kapag isang row lang sila na alternate is 14,000 or kahit ma'am, or pag isang row lang ata sila ma'am na girls and boys, 14,400. Tapos naging dalawang row kaya parang is 2.
Ang sabi, men in the back and women in front. So, ilan ba yung men? 5 men. That's 5 factorial. Ilan yung women? 5 ulit. 5 factorial. Right?
Yes,
So, for
ma'am.
men, we have 120. For women, 120 also. If we multiply them, our answer will be, what is their
Maging
product?
14,400 po.
Opo, 14,400.
Ay, ma'am.
Oo. Arrange in 2 lines. How about if they arrange in 1 line but as a couple?
Ma'am, ako. Try.
Sige po. Ilang couples sila?
Ano ma'am? 5.
5. So, kung 5 couples
Tapos,
sila,
5 factorial times 2 factorial. Tapos, 5 2 factorial po.
correct. 5 2 factorial kasi 5 silang couple na pwedeng magpalit ng pwesto kada couple. Okay? So, this is 120 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Sulat ko lang yung nito, permutation of 5 taken 5. Permutation of 5 taken 5 equals, ito naman, permutation of 5 taken 5 times permutation of 2 taken 2 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 times permutation of 2 taken 2. So our answer will be
3,840 po.
3,840, 20.
40 po.
Okay. So, tandaan niyo yung mga ginawa natin dyan sa linear arrangement. Then, we will have the circular arrangement. So, itong letter E at F, they are arranged in a circular table. So, this is not linear arrangement anymore, but it is a circular arrangement or circular permutation. Or also known as circular permutation. Okay? So, yung ginagawa natin pag linear, di ba? Pag linear, they are arranged in a row, and then walang binanggit na restriction, walang binanggit na condition. 5 yung lalaki, 5 yung babae, ina-add lang natin. That's 5 plus 5, 10. So there are 10 people. At i-arrange natin sila in a line. So ang ginagawa lang natin doon, permutation of 10, taken 10 at a time. That's 10 factorial, which is equal to 3,600,000. Ano nga yun? 800. Ano yung dito? 600, ano yun? 28 ba? Kung tama yung pagkakaalala ko, 3,628,800, right? Ganun pag linear. When we say linear, we are arranging them in a line or in a row. Basta linya. Okay? Kaya lang dito, Sa problem natin dito, they are arranged around the dinner table. From the word around, alam nyo na yan agad. Circle. No, sa lamesa. So, ang gagawin lang is, remember na sa circular table, ang ganda ng table ko, di ba? Sa circular table, kung meron kang 10 tao, 1, represented by a dot, 1, 2, di ba yan? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ayan. Kung meron kang 10 tao, tandaan mo na ang circle has no start, has no end. Hindi tulad ni linear kapag in-arrange natin sila 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Pag in-arrange natin sila in a linear, alam natin kung saan tayo magsisimula. Dito tayo mag-start. At dito tayo mag-end ng arrangement. Kapag circular, walang start, walang end. It's because it is in a circle. Diba? One of the properties of circle or characteristics of a circle, it has no start, it has no end, it is continuous. Okay? If that is the case, hindi natin alam kung saan tayo magsisimula dyan. Kaya nga magsiset tayo ng isang tao dyan. Nari ito. Magsiset natin siya as our starting point. Kung sa kanya tayo magsisimula, siya lang yung titingnan natin at dahil siya yung laging simula, siya yung laging start, hindi siya magbabago ng pwesto. O ikaw, sa'yo ako magsisimula ng arrangement. So, siya yung magiging basehan mo. Kaya nga tayo nagkaroon ng formula for permutation of circular permutation na n-1 factorial. Kasi yung mina-minus natin na 1 dito, siya yung starting point. Ito siya. So, ano lang ang difference nila ni linear? Si linear, bilangin mo ilang tao meron ka, ilang people, 10. Then, all you have to do is to solve for that factorial. 10 yung tao, so that's 10 factorial. Pag around the table, magma-minus ka lang ng isa, 10 yung tao, minus 1 factorial. Kasi isang yun yung magiging starting point natin, magiging basihan natin, so that's 9 factorial. And 9 factorial is equal to?
362,880 po.
Kung tama yung pagkakarinig ko. So ano lang ang pinagkaiba nila ni linear tsaka ni circular? Kapag linear, binibilang lang natin kung ilan sila kasi we already know where to start and where to end. Pag circular, dahil hindi mo alam kung saan ka magsisimula, i-assign mo yung isa as your starting point. And dahil siya yung magiging starting point mo, isubtract mo siya kasi hindi siya babago ng pwesto. So that's 10 minus 1, kaya naging 9 factorial. Okay? So nakita niyo yung difference nila dalawa? Nakita niyo ba yung difference nila dalawa?
Opo.
Opo. So paano naman kung they are arranged as couples? So paano pag linear? Di ba ang ginagawa natin pag linear, kung couple sila dahil 10 yan, ibig sabihin there are 5 couples. Ginagawa natin is we 5 factorial. Then, multiply natin siya sa 2 factorial. Gawin natin ganito. So, 5 factorial times 2 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 factorial. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, ganun yung ginagawa natin, right? Sa linear, permutation of 5 taken 5 times permutation of 2 taken 2 times permutation of 2 taken 2 times permutation of 2 taken 2. 5 permutation of 2 taken 2. Right? Ano ba yung sagot natin dito kanina? Ano yung sagot natin dyan kanina? Hello? Kaya natin to, kaya mag-alala. Knowledge
Ma'am,
is...
ano, 300, ano yun?
Sige.
3,840 po.
Yan. So, yun yung sagot natin, di ba? Di ba naman, dahil around the table sila, ang pinagkaiba lang niya dito sa linear, magbabawas tayo ng isa. Since there are 5 couples here, magbabawas tayo ng isa, so that's permutation is equal to n minus 1 factorial. That's 5 minus 1. So, magiging 4 factorial na lang siya. Pero, syempre, there are individual arrangements. So, kung meron silang individual arrangements, ilan yon? That's 2 factorial times 2 factorial times 2 factorial times 2 factorial times 2 factorial. Kasi pwede sila magbago ng pwesto. So, what will be my dito? So, 24 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 or simply 2 times 5. So, ano magiging sagot? Ano pong sagot natin dito?
768, ma'am.
760 ways. Wait lang ah. Paano naman kung ganyan? Okay, basa nga sa akin yung letter G, please. Letter G. Okay, basa.
Letter G po.
Opo.
Are to be arranged with men and women alternating around the table.
So, dahil i-arrange natin sila alternating around the table. So, meaning, i-compare natin siya dun sa linear muna. Sa linear, pag in-arrange natin siya, in-align, tapos alternate sila, di ba, ang ginagawa natin, men, women, men, women, men, women, men, women, men. Ay, tama ba? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Tapos women ulit. Di ba, ganun yung ginagawa natin. Tapos, ilan yung men? 5. That's 5 factorial times. Ilan yung women? 5 factorial. It is also written in permutation notation as permutation of 5 taken 5 as permutation of 5 taken 5. Yeah, so that's 120 times 120, which is 14,400. Paano naman kapag around the table? So, ganun ulit. Computation ni men is different from the computation of women. But this time, di ba, ang kinaibahan lang naman nila ni linear, si linear hindi tayo nagma-minus ng 1, pero kapag kay circular, nagma-minus tayo ng 1. So, nagma-minus tayo ng 1, pwede kay men, pwede kay women, depende. Because it will give you the same answer. So, like for example, ang isa-set ko na starting point ay nasa men. So, we have 5 minus 1 factorial. So, that's 4 factorial. And si women, dahil wala na akong kailangang i-set as the starting point, 5 factorial pa rin siya. So that's 5 minus 1 factorial times 5 factorial or 4 factorial times 5 factorial. 4 factorial is 24 and 5 factorial is 120. So ganun lang. Ganun din kapag nag-start kayo kay women. Kunwari nag-start kayo sa pag-arrange kay women. So kapag sa kanya kayo nag-start, sa kanya kayo magbabawas ng isang starting point. So that would be 4 factorial na lang. Then si men, 5 factorial pa rin. Pareho lang din, di ba? So either of the two, it will lead you to the same answer. So what will be our answer here?
2,880.
So we have 2,880 ways. Pareho sila. Okay? So yun lang yung difference nila ni linear arrangement. Or how about for letter H? Sa letter H naman, we have the host and the hostess are going to sit together around the table. So magkasama sila. So we will consider them as one. So if you consider them as one, instead of 4 men, ay 5 men, there are 4 men na lang. And 5 women, 4 women na lang. So 4 plus 4 is 8. So we have 4 plus 4 is 8 plus 1. Ito, yung ginrupo natin. So we have 9. Okay? So kapag linear yan, ang ginagawa natin, ganito rin, 4 plus 4 plus 1 equals 9. Tapos, 9 factorial times yung own arrangement nila. Kasi pwede sila magpalit ng pwesto, di ba? Times 2 factorial. The permutation of 9 taken 9 at a time times permutation of 2 taken 2 at a time is equal to 9 factorial times 2 factorial. Which is equal to which is equal to
725,760 po.
700, tama ba? 25,000?
760 po.
Yan. Pero dahil sila ay seated around the table, dito, magkaiba yung gagawin natin. 9, di ba? 9 sila. So that's permutation of n minus 1 factorial. So that's 9 minus 1 factorial. And we have 8 factorial. And of course, you have to multiply it dun sa arrangement nilang dalawa, which is 2 factorial. So we have 8 factorial times 2 factorial is equal to what will be our solution here, our answer here? Ano magiging sagot natin dyan? Ano na pong sagot?
80,640.
Okay, correct. 80,640 ways. Okay, next. Ito naman, digits. Ito may kama to ha. May kama yun. So how many three-digit numbers can be formed from the digits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 if there are no restrictions? Kung walang restriction, ibig sabihin pwedeng may maulit, pwedeng wala. Okay. Di pala. Pag sinabing no restrictions, ibig sabihin nun, pwedeng maulit yung mga digits or numbers. So dahil 3-digit number yung gagawin natin, ibig sabihin, there are 3 positions. We will use the box method ha, pero makikita nyo line lang yun ang gamit ko para mabilis. So sa unang pwesto, ilang choices ba yung meron ako kung no restriction? Ibig sabihin, pwedeng maulit yung mga numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So there are 9 digits or 9 numbers or digits. Sige, sabihin natin digits. There are 9 digits. So ilan yung choices ko dun sa una?
9 po.
9 po. How about dun sa pangalawa?
8.
9.
Bakit 8? Ang sabi dito, no restrictions. Pag sinabing no restrictions, walang sinabi kung bawal maulit. So, ibig sabihin, ang pagkakaintindi natin dyan, pwedeng maulit yung mga digits. So, ilan yung choices natin sa pangalawa?
9.
8. Ay, 9.
Hindi, kasi pwedeng maulit. How about dun sa last?
9.
9 po.
Hindi. So, hindi natin siya pwedeng isolve or should I say that it will be easier for you to solve this using the box method. Tulad ng ginagawa ko. Box method dapat yan. Box dapat yan. Okay. Then all we have to do is to multiply. 9 times 9 times 9 is equal to
729 po.
729. So there are 729 numbers. 3-digit numbers. Ay, mabura nitong isa. 3-digit numbers that can be formed using numbers 1 to 9 if there are no restrictions. Yun ang ibig sabihin niyan. How about if we are given this kind of condition that no 2 digits are the same? Wala daw dalawang number ang pareho. So, ilan kaya for the first position?
9 po.
9. Sa pangalawa,
8.
8.
8. Sa pangatlo,
7 po.
7.
7. So, ito actually is from permutation of 9 taken 3 at a time. Bakit permutation of 9 taken 3 at a time? Kasi si permutation of 9 taken 3 at a time is also equal to 9 factorial divided by 9 minus 3 factorial. We'll have 9 factorial divided by 6 factorial. So we have 9 times 8 times 7 times 6 factorial divided by 6 factorial. Cancel. So we have 9 times 8 times 7. Okay? Which is our solution here. So ano yung magiging answer natin yun? That is 9 times 8 times 7.
504.
504.
4.
Tama, 504. So there are 504 ways for you to form, or there are 504 three-digit numbers that can be formed if no two digits must be the same. So there are situations that you will use box method like this. There are situations where you will use the permutation formula depending on the situation. Okay? Next, letter C. What if the only the tens and units digit are the same? So, di ba, 3-digit yan, 3-digit number, yung ifo-form natin. We have here the units, we have the tens, and we have the hundreds. Right? So, sa units daw and sa tens, lang pwedeng magkapareho yung number. So like for example, tulad dito sa hundreds, 9 yung choices natin. Ilan yung choices natin for the tens?
9, ma'am.
9
Ay,
or
ano, ma'am? 8?
8? Bakit 8? Kasi ang sabi, ang pwede lang magkapareho na digit ay yung tens place at yung units place. Hindi kasama si hundreds. So if there are 9 choices here, pag nakuha na natin, na ginamit na natin yung isang digit dito, hindi na natin pwedeng gamitin sa tens at sa units. But si tens at units pwedeng magkapareho. That's why there are 8 choices here, 8 din dito sa units. So 9 times 8 times 8 is equal to ilan?
576 po.
576 ways or kaya naman 3-digit numbers. How about if we are asked to form a 3-digit number that is greater than 700? 3-digit, ano? So, using these numbers, ano ba yung pinakamababang numero na pwede nating ma-form that is greater than 700? Using these numbers, pinakamababa na number na pwede nating ma-form that is greater than 700. Ano po? Ay, mga anak ng Diyos. Nandiyan pa ba kayo?
Ma'am?
Ano yung pinakamababang number na pwede nating mabuo using numbers 1 to 9? Mas mataas sa 700. Pinakamaliit na number na mas mataas sa 700. Okay?
701.
701. So let's say, sabi niya kasi 701. May zero ba tayo dito? 1 to 9?
Wala. Mga 711 gan.
Apo, 711. Dahil wala tayong zero, ang pinakamaliit na number na pwede nating mabuo using these numbers is 711. Okay? Which is greater than 700. That is greater than 700. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, sa first position, sa unang pwesto, ano-ano yung mga numbers na pwede nating magamit? Pwede natin gamitin sa 7. Ano pa? Bukod kay 7. Kasi kailangan natin makabuo ng number that is greater than 700. Bukod kay 7, 8, tsaka ano pa? 9. So 7, 8, tsaka 9. So meron tayong tatlong choice dito. Now, kung meron tayong tatlong choice dito, how about for the second position?
Tatlo pa din po.
Bakit tatlo?
Ay, ewan ko ma'am.
Ilan yung
Ma'am, kasi
choices?
number ng greater, ano daw eh, the number is greater than 700.
Oo. Kaya nga.
Wala namang po, may sinabi po bang bawal repetition? Or
Wala.
bawal maulit? O di,
Ibig sabihin
pwedeng 3
pwede.
ma'am.
Bakit 3? 7, 8, 9 lang din gagamitin mo?
9
Paano
ma'am.
naman si 1, si 2, si 3? Diba?
Ah,
Dapat po ba yung first na sa first dapat greater lang yung number sa 700
Oo, kasi greater than 700 yung goal natin. So kung greater than 700 yung goal natin, dapat yung first digit mo, 7, 8, or 9. Para mas mataas sa 700 yung mabuo natin. Tapos, yung
ano ma'am?
ano daw? 9 po.
9
Okay. Tama. Sunod.
9 din
9 din
9
ma'am.
din. Okay. So, pwede na natin gamitin lahat ng numbers na nandun. Pwedeng maulit. Bakit pwedeng maulit? Ito nga naulit, oh. Right? Ang goal lang naman is mas mataas dapat sa 700. So, you don't have to worry kung mauulit yung number. Basta maabot mo lang yung goal mo that is greater than 700. Okay, so that's 3 times 9 times 9. So, ano po yung answer natin dito?
243 po.
243. Okay, so there are 243 three-digit numbers that can be formed greater than 700. Okay? Naintindihan po? Paano naman kung ito, binigyan tayo ng tatlong condition. Dapat daw, greater than 100. Ano pa? Dapat daw, divisible by 5. At saka, no two digits are the same. So para magawa natin yun, alalahanin muna natin yung divisibility rule for 5. Ano ba yung divisibility rule for 5? Kasi madali lang to eh, di ba? Yung greater than 100, kaya natin yan. Yung no two digits are the same, kaya natin yan. Pero yung divisible by 5, there is a divisibility rule. Ano dapat? Ano yung divisibility rule na susundin? Paano natin masasabi that a number is divisible by 5?
If the number is also divisible by 10.
If the number is also divisible by 10, yes. Meron pa. Kasi hindi lang naman lahat ng divisible by 10 ay divisible by 5. Merong mga numbers na hindi siya divisible by 10, but divisible by 5. So, alalahanin nyo yung divisibility rule for 5. So, ano yung divisibility rule for 5? Malalaman mo na divisible siya kapag
Check if the last digit is 0 or 5.
if the last digit
Is 0 or 5 po.
is 0 or 5. Okay? Ay, huwag natin lagyan ng ng exclamation point. Baka sabihin nyo 5 factorial yan. So, if the last digit is 0 or 5. So, yun na. Malinaw na yung goal natin. Dapat greater than 100. Dapat divisible by 5. And no two digits are the same. So, sa unang number. Ano-ano kaya yung mga numbers na pwede natin gamitin?
Ma'am, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
So, ilan yon?
9 po. Ay,
Ito talaga.
Ha? 9, ma'am.
9. So, pwede natin gamitin si 1, pero dapat yung susunod. Dapat yung susunod, ano? Ano yung sunod?
Ma'am, ganun pa rin. Ay,
Ganun pa rin, 9 pa rin. Tama. Pero, yung last,
ay, char.
5.
1, 2, ma'am, 9 pa
Sabi, no?
din.
The last digit is 0 or 5. Para maging divisible
5.
by 5 siya.
Ma'am,
5. 5 digits? Ano yung mga 5 digits na yon? Bigay mo nga sa
Ay,
akin.
hindi. Isa lang, ma'am.
dapat
Isa
1 lang,
lang.
ma'am.
Dapat 1.
Lang. Kasi ang pwede lang natin gamitin, ay, pangit ang 1 ko. Ang pwede lang natin gamitin dito ay yung number or yung digit na 5. Okay? So that's 9 times 9 times 1. What is the
81.
answer? Uy.
Ma'am, 81.
Tingnan nyo.
81 rin pa.
Wait lang. Wait
Ah,
lang.
mali.
Tingnan nyo yun dito. Nakalimutan natin to. Oh.
Mali doon sa gitna.
No two digits are the same.
No, to. Mababawal yung ma'am, 9 sa gitna.
Ma'am, yung sa gitna, magiging 8.
Magiging 8.
8, ma'am.
Dapat 8.
8
Tama.
times.
So, ulitin natin. Dito, pwede natin gamitin si 1. Bakit pwedeng gamitin si 1? Kasi, ang sinabi lang naman, greater than 100. So, kapag gumamit ka na dyan ng iba pang number dito, matik na yan, greater than 100 na yon. Then dito sa last po is, the last digit should be 0 or 9 or 5. Kaya lang wala tayong 0, pero meron tayong 5. So, isa. And no two digits are the same. So, ano yung number natin dito? Yun din dito? Yun din ba dito? Sa tingin nyo, tama na kaya
Ma'am?
itong ginawa natin?
Ma'am,
Paano
hindi ko
kung
alam.
ginamit ko dito si 5?
Ma'am, yung sa
Ma'am,
Sige.
gitna, dapat 7.
Oh, dapat 7. Bakit 7?
Ma'am, kasi no two digits are the same po. Kasi pag 8 po yung sa gitna, may possible po na pwedeng gamitin yung 5. Hindi
Paano
pwede yun
dito?
Ma'am? 8.
8. Yan. So, ulitin ko ha. The reason kung bakit 8 times 7 times 1, kasi ginamit na natin dito si 5. So, kung ginamit mo na dito si 5, ilan na lang yung natitira mong choices? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 na lang. 8 digits na lang yung pwede natin gamitin. Kaya sa unang number, 8 ang dapat natin ilalagay. 8 yung choices natin na numbers. Kasi nagamit na natin yung 5 dito. Then sabi, no two digits are the same. So kapag kumuha ko dyan ng isa, 7 na lang yung choices ko dito. So that would be 8 times 7 times 1. Okay? 8 digits ang ginamit natin kasi hindi na natin isasama sa bilang si 5 dahil exclusive na siya for the last position. Then, kung 8 yan, minus 1, 7. Tapos dito, 1. So we'll have 8 times 7 times 1, which is equal to
56 po.
56. So that's 56, 3-digit number. So there are, nauuho na ako eh. There are 56 three-digit number that can be formed given the condition that the number is greater than 100. It is divisible by 5 and no two digits are the same. Malinaw? Murahin ko itong nasa taas ha, baka isipin kasi 1 raised to 5. Malinaw po? May question ba dito?
Wala po.
Wala po. Walang sumagot eh. Ito, 4 different mathematics books and 5 different science books are to be arranged on a shelf. How many possible arrangement can be made if the books on the same subjects are to be arranged together? So dahil 4 yung math books mo, we will consider them as 1. 5 yung science books as 1 din yan. So, ang i-arrange natin dito ay 2. Okay? So, that's permutation of 2 taken 2 or 2 factorial. But remember that pwede sila magpalit-palit. So, we have here permutation of 4 taken 4 or 4 factorial times itong 5. Permutation of 5 taken 5 times natin siya sa 5 factorial. So we have 2 factorial times 4 factorial times 5 factorial. So ano po yung sagot natin dito?
5,760 po.
5,760 please. How about yung susunod? The books are to be arranged alternately. So para maging alternate yan, ano gagawin? Sige nga, i-try nyo nga.
Ma'am,
Sige. Try nyo mag-annotate. Kayo mag-solve. So I will enable the annotation for others. Yeah, pwede kayo mag-annotate. May lalabas dyan na pencil sa screen nyo. Pwede kayo magsulat. Sige, go.
ma'am, pwede try?
Sige, sige.
Wait lang. Ma'am, pwede gawin yung ginagawa mong box?
Oo, pwede. Pwede yan. Kung doon kayo nadadalian. Pero you should understand also kung ano yung meaning doon when it comes to permutation. Sige po. Di naman kailangan perfect na perfect yung pagkakasulat mo. Okay lang yun kahit mayroong ano. Orde-orde na yung sulat ko dyan eh. So na yung tissue dito. Wow, ganda naman. Straight. Kuha ko yan kahit ano, hindi yan straight. Nag-ruler ka pa yata eh.
Ang pangit ng sulat ko.
Okay lang yan.
Ano yung isa? Math. Bala na nga. Tama ba? 1,
Science, math, science.
4, 1, 2, 3.
Science,
4,
math.
1, 2, 3, 4. Ito, 5. Sakto. Tapos, 1, 2,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. O, paano mo isasolve yan
5.
ngayon?
Ganon. Yung ginagawa mo, ma'am.
Ah,
5. Aray ko. Aray, nasan yun? Tapos, 1. Ang hirap naman na ito. Ay. Ilan to? 2. Yan, ma'am.
okay. So, tama to, yung ginawa niya. Nasaan na yung ano ko? Ayaw na nung akin, ah. Ayan. So, tama to. Bakit? Inuna niya yung science books kasi 'di ba alternate. So, dapat hindi magtatabi yung dalawang magkaparehong book. Kaya inuna niya yung science kasi 5 yung science, 4 yung math para sakto yung pagiging alternate nila. Nasa pagitan ng mga science yung math. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 math books and science books 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we get 5 factorial for the science books to. And ito yung sa math, 4 factorial. So that is equal to 120 times 24. That's 2,880. So there are 2,880 ways for you to do. So this is correct. Diba? Alam nyo na? Mas naintindihan nyo siya ngayon kesa yung dating klase natin na hindi nyo naintindihan kung paano gagawin. Right? Yun nga lang, hindi na maaalis yung sulat niya. Ay, okay lang. Naalis niya na. So, let us have the circular permutation. Kanina, meron din. A family with 6 members will sit in the round table for dinner. How many ways can the members of the family be seated? So, ang dali lang niya, di ba? Formula, gagamitin natin, which is permutation is equal to n minus 1 factorial. Alam niyo na bakit tayo nag-minus 1, di ba? Because we need to assign 1 as our starting point. So, siya yung hindi magbabago ng pwesto. So, this will be 5 factorial, which is equal to 120. Right? How about if the two individuals wanted to sit side by side? Ayusin natin to ha. Ayusin ko lang kasi dapat magkahiwalay itong dalawa. Para magkaroon ng space for solution. Ayun, maalis ba yan? Ayan na, nag-not responding na yung PowerPoint ko. Wait lang ha. Wait lang natin siya. Ayan. So let's go back with our nasa na yung mouse ko. Ayan. So in how many ways can 6 persons be seated around the table with 6 chairs if 2 individuals wanted to be seated side by side? So remember that the 2 individuals here wanted to sit side by side. Yung term na or phrase na side by side means together. Okay? They wanted to sit together. Hindi nang ibig sabihin nun. Now, kung circular table to, anim sila, yung dalawa doon, we will consider them as 1. So as 1 sila, 4 yung natira plus 1, we have 5 persons. Or we are going to arrange this people 5 people in a round table. So, formula natin is n minus 1. So, that's 5 minus 1. So, we have 4 factorial times arrangement nila as their own. And that's 2 factorial. So aside from 5 minus 1, we also need to multiply it to 2 factorial. Because these two persons who are sitting together, we change their seat. So we have 4 factorial, which is 24, and 2 factorial is 2. So that is 48 points. Now, ano na inom ko. How about if there are 5 boys and 5 girls around the table and no two boys are next to each other? O para gawin natin siya dito, lagi niyong tatandaan to look or to understand muna ano yung situation na binigay, ano yung condition na binigay. Okay? So kapag naintindihan niyo yung situation na binigay, no two boys are going to sit next to each other. So, wait lang, tignan ko muna to. ABC must not sit next to each other. Okay. Pag naintindihan niyo yung problem, na no two boys are going to sit next to each other, ibig sabihin, we have to look for the number of arrangement na hindi sila magkatabi. Para magawa natin yon, we have to compute first for the arrangement of girls. Then after that, we will look for the arrangement of boys. Kung ganyan ang binigay, dapat walang magkatabi na lalaki, 5 yung babae, 5 yung lalaki. Ibig sabihin, ang mangyayari is mag-alternate sila. Kung magiging alternate sila, solve mo muna natin yung sa boys, or unahin natin yung girls. Unahin natin yung girls. Dapat girls muna. Bakit girls muna? Sila muna yung i-arrange natin para pag nilagay na natin si boys, hindi sila magkakatabi-tabi. So, ilan yung girls natin? 5. We will assign one of them to be the starting point. So, that's 5 minus 1. How about the boys? Hindi na tayo mag-assign sa kanila ng starting point. Okay? So, 5 minus 1, that's 4. So, we have 4 factorial times 5 factorial. Looking at the situation, masasabi natin na ang gagawin natin dito is to alternate them. They're going to sit alternately. So kapag na-arrange ko na yung girls, girls, dito kayo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. At ito ang magiging starting point natin. Pag siningit ko na si boys, dito yung boy na 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dahil dyan, wala nang lalaki na magkatabi. Okay? So, kaya inuna natin si girls. So, that's 4 factorial times 5 factorial. That is equal to, ano magiging answer natin dyan? Ano magiging sagot natin dyan? Diba, ano to, 24? Plus ito, 120. So, what is 24 times 120? Ano po yung 24 times 120?
2,880.
2,880. So there are 2,880 ways for us to arrange the 5 boys and the 5 girls, given the situation that no 2 boys are next to each other. Okay? Next. In how many ways can 5 people be seated, or that's A, B, C, D, be seated around a circular table if A and B must sit next to each other? Iwalay natin to. Wait lang. Kailangan kasi natin na space. So, kailangan natin sila ihiwalay. Wait lang Hindi kasi na-save yung in-arrange ko kanina. Space. Para madali. Ay, sorry. Para madali mag-solve. So, malapit na tayo matapos. Tiwala lang. Okay. Ayan. So, A and B must sit next to each other. So, ilan ulit to? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 5 people and they are going to sit around the table. So, A and B must sit together. Therefore, we will count them as 1. So, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So, we have 4 people. So, our permutation is equal to 4 minus 1 factorial. 4 minus 1 is 3 factorial. At dahil sila ay as 1, but there is a movement between the two. Pwedeng magpalit sila ng pwesto. We have to also consider that, and that is 2 factorial. So 2 factorial times 2 factorial. This is 6 times 2, and this is 12 factorial. Ay, 12 ways. Okay. Malinaw yan We consider them as 1. So pag binilang mo na lang yan, 1, 2, 3, 4, apat na lang yung people. And then you subtract 1 from that because that is the formula for circular permutation. And then you multiply that to 2 factorial because A and B may change their seat. Okay. Next. Number 2, A and B must not sit next to each other. Kabaliktaran naman. They must not sit together. At dahil they don't want to sit next to each other, ang gagawin natin is to look for the number of permutations na hindi sila magkatabi. At magagawa mo lang yon kapag itong number of arrangements na magkatabi sila ay ibabawas mo dun sa total number of arrangements. Ano yung sinasabi ko? There are 2 steps here. Yung unang step is for you to compute for all the permutations. That's permutation of all the people or the arrangement of 5 people. So the permutation of 5 people here is 5 minus 1 factorial. And 5 minus 1 factorial is 4 factorial. 4 factorial is 24. And then after that, you have to subtract yung number na sila ay magkatabi para makuha mo yung number na hindi sila magkatabi. You get the point? So we have to compute for the number na magkatabi sila, which is permutation of 4 minus 1 factorial times 2 factorial. Katulad ng ginawa natin dito. Diba? Magkatabi sila. Kaya ganyan yung solution natin. So that is 3 factorial times 2 factorial. And 3 factorial is 6 factorial. 6 and then 2 factorial is 2. So we have 12. And then last step is for you to subtract. Ano yung isa-subtract natin? Subtract natin yung permutation ng 5 people minus the permutation of A and B together. Diba? So ito yung A and B together. Ito naman yung permutation of 5 people around the table. So, minus lang natin yun. So, dapat, ang formula natin dito to solve this, to solve the number of permutations that they are not sitting together, is for you to have this, which is 5 minus 1 factorial, minus natin doon itong 4 minus 1 factorial times 2 factorial. So remember that this is 24. Minus natin dito yung answer natin dito. That's 12. So that is 12 ways. Okay? So, ang ginawa natin dito, sinolve natin yung permutation na ng lahat minus yung permutation na magkatabi sila para makuha natin yung permutation na hindi sila magkatabi. Naintindihan yung point dito sa problem na to? Malvar? Malvar, nandiyan pa kayo? Nandiyan pa ba kayo?
Opo, nandito po.
May question? So you have to remember, for you to get the number of permutations of A and B not always not sitting next to each other, we have to subtract the number of permutations they are sitting together from the total permutations of 5 people sitting around the table. And so for you to get the number of permutations of A and B not sitting next to each other, you have to subtract the number of permutations they are sitting together from the total permutations of 5 people sitting around the table. Okay? So for you to have a clear understanding of this, pwede nyo siya balikan or syempre, di ba parang movie. Kapag pinanood natin siya 2 beses, minsan mas naiintindihan natin siya, right? So I'll be uploading this. I-send ko na lang yung link sa inyo mamaya. Pwede nyo panoorin ulit if you want to review kung ano yung mga lesson natin kanina. So let us have the last example. So in how many ways can 5 people, A, B, C, D, E, be seated around a circular table if A and B must be together and C and D must be together? So kung si A and B must be together, we consider them as one. Si C and D then must be together as one then. So 1, 2, tapos si Ina lang. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 people. Parang 3 tao na lang yung i-arrange natin, di ba, around the table. So that's permutation is equal to 3 minus 1 factorial. But of course, we have to consider that they may change their seats. So we have here 2 factorial and another 2 factorial from C. So times 2 factorial times 2 factorial. So 3 minus 1 is 2. So that's 2 factorial times 2 factorial times 2 factorial. Oh, dali na lang yan. What will be our answer?
Eight, ma'am.
8. So there are 8 ways for you to arrange A, B, C, D, E, people A, B, C, D, E, if A and B must be together and C and D must be together. Okay? So, congratulations, naitawid natin yung araw ngayon. So, may natutunan ba ngayon sa lesson natin?
Meron, ma'am.
Marami? Parang ko talaga marami. So, let me stop the recording.